partners, and we take up causes very simple. So there are runners.
Visual impairment needs someone to run with her. So we have teams of people running, and we created a Braille medal for them. In fact, I think it's the first Braille medal in the world that we made. And of course, as we all know, that Braille is the language of touch. And if you run your fingers over it and you can understand Braille, it says, I ran Pinkathon and I inspire. So that is one of the things. Apart from other communities that we do focus on, the visually impaired community is very, very important. The next lady I'd like to request to say a few words is Dr. Milind from Apollo. Apollo is a partner with us across all cities throughout India. Thank you very much for being here. Thank you very much to Apollo. And if you could just give them a few bits of, some idea on what it means to have a movement like this. She can just donate it to anybody around her. So that is really a wonderful initiative. Thank you so much, Doctor, and thank you, Apollo. Our next guest, very, very special, my dear friend, Devika Bhojwani. So when we thought of doing this, the Pinkathon 4 years ago, I wanted to promote the idea of a healthy lifestyle for women. You know, that women should pay attention to their health. They don't. It starts with my mother, who, when she's sick, says, oh, nothing's the matter, I'll just have some haldi ka doodh and it'll be fine, and you have that on your channel all the time, I'm sure. But the important thing is that it should change. They should say, no, it's not going to work like that. Today we have so much lifestyle disease that we are afflicted by, right from diabetes and heart disease. Even today a lot of cancers are being called lifestyle diseases. And what do we mean when we call a disease a lifestyle disease? It means that we are adopting a way of life that invites disease. And that we need to change. If we don't change it, we are all going to be saying, okay, I'm 40, I'm going to have diabetes. Okay, I'm 40, I'm going to have a stent. Okay, I'm 40, I'm going to be sick. It doesn't have to be like that. So Devika in fact suggested to me, why don't we start talking first about breast cancer? I knew nothing about it. I didn't even know that Devika had had breast cancer. She was such a close friend of mine. I didn't know that she had had breast cancer and she had beaten breast cancer. That was another thing, that we don't talk about the diseases. We feel embarrassed to talk about the diseases. To say the word breast in India is a taboo. On TV, on your channel also, they have to remove the word breast. We must do something about that, now that we're partners. Yeah, we'll go there. So all these words that the ministry feels are not, not happy words, I don't know what. They just remove those words. You say the word sex, you say the word breast, any of the words that are actually normal, everyday words that we need to be using and talking about, we are not allowed to talk about them. We have to spread awareness that the key to beating issues, to resolving issues, is to talk about them, create awareness so people can make the right choices, informed choices. So I'd like to thank Devika for really teaching me all of these things and being here today. And I realized all this because she hadn't been able to tell me. She didn't tell anybody except her doctor. and she's been with us right from the beginning. So thank you, Devika, for coming, and do share your story with the people here.
Milind, it's been wonderful to be part of the Pinkathon movement. I would say it's not just an event, it's a movement. Lakhs of women today,
Since the day I met her, and look at you today, absolutely gorgeous. And I know you have a lot to share. Yes, I know, give me the mic, here you are.
I know everyone's expecting me to say a lot, but I feel very small amongst these amazing, incredible women. I feel speechless actually. You're all very, very inspiring sitting here, and thank you, Raj, for being a part of this amazing cause with colours. But I have to say, after hearing you two lovely ladies and your stories about running more than the 10 kilometers, I'm embarrassed now, so I might just want to sit down. But I have to tell you two things before I do. Milind is a bully. He's been since I moved to India. I grew up in Australia where awareness is very big about a lot of things, from pap smears to going to the gynac to getting your breast checked. It was never taboo, so for me, since I was little, I would always be on my way to the doctor, or in school we were taught how to give ourselves a breast check. So I'll start from there. I was 16 and I checked my breast because I was told in school that's what you have to do, and lo and behold, I found a lump, and I was like, oh my God, what is going to happen now? So I've had 3 lumps removed, but they weren't benign, so thank God. But then my mother got breast cancer, and she fought it, and first stage she caught it, and she won. She's a survivor as well. But obviously, thank you. But because it's now hereditary, I have to make sure that I keep getting checked again and again and again, and that's okay. So when Milind bullied me and said, you're running for my Pinkathon, it wasn't actually the running, it was the breast cancer that it represented, which is what I wanted to run for my mother, because my mum to me is a superwoman. She can do like 500 things at a time, so what's one run for me? And I can't lie, I didn't want to tell him, but I was in LA and the Pinkathon was in like a week, and I had to fly back, and he said, I hope you haven't forgotten, and I was like, no, I've been training this whole time. And I got back, and my friends made me go out that night, and I was like, oh my God, I have a marathon to run. So no training, no sleep, I hadn't eaten, and it's the worst way to exercise, by the way. Please do not take any of my advice of what I'm giving you. I'm just saying that he's a bully, so I have to be there. And I'm stretching, and I'm looking like I'm really ready for this. And Milind's like, so you're good? And he said, everyone's been training for the last 40 days. And I'm like, oh my God, I've never ran 10 kilometers in my life. I don't know what I'm gonna do. And then he puts me right in the center at the start line. There are 5 girls here, 5 girls there, all barefoot. Proper athletic runners. And I'm like, so I'm posing, because I don't know what else to do. I'm posing for the camera saying, forget it, let's distract people. And they're all giving me these looks like, oh, this girl is going to be useless. I don't want to be useless in life. So, and there's hundreds of girls behind me all ready to run, and I'm thinking, oh my God, no, it's going to kill me. And suddenly it goes off. And you know what? I said to myself, okay, let's just do this for my mom. What would she do? She would just get through it, right? So I ran my ass off. We're not allowed to use this on TV, but I can use it here, because I really did. And I just kept running, and now I have a very short attention span, so I can get distracted easily, so I just kept trying to focus the whole time. And then, you know, they show you those signs, right? You know, 5 kilometers, this, that. So they trick you in the end. They don't say 1 kilometer, they say 1,000 meters. Now I read it as 100. So I got so excited, I was like, 100 meters to go. I started sprinting, and then I realized, oh my God, that's at 1,000. Now you can't stop because your legs are going to give way, especially if you're not a runner like Milind. So I ran the whole 1,000 meters all the way to the finish line. And I have to say, I came 13th that day. And no training, no nothing. And I'll run this year because I haven't run after that. But I will run this year. Now I'll do 21, yes, let's do it. But I'm just so proud. Milind's been an amazing friend, and like everybody knows, he's so inspiring. When he ran 100 kilometers, I was tired just watching him on the television. But you know, we need more people like this in our country, because growing up in Australia, we were aware. And I'm in my country now, and I want every girl to be as aware as I was when I was growing up. So thank you, all of you, for your amazing work. I didn't speak too long.
You're very inspiring, Anushka. Really. I know all the people who follow you and everything you do, and they're so inspired. So fit 10K. Go for it. The first wave, ladies and gentlemen, the So Fit 10K in the Colors Pinkathon with inspiring partners, Bajaj. Thank you very much. Thank you.
In Pune, my Maushi, who's like 66 or something. Marathi bolu? Okay, it's become a novelty now. Maji Maushi. No, she ran, and my two nieces, who are 5, they also ran. Translator Anyway, that was just my nieces ran for your Pinkathon is what I wanted to say.
Okay, before we take the group picture, so now we have announced the registration.